Secret pages turning steam-bound vaults beyond regime books, too old for mortal dream. With ink that breathes through silent screams, they whisper in a script unseen, where syllables reshape the stream. Each vowel a code in photon beams, with sentences control machines. Choked in plasma, crafts descend in silence, wrapped in ether bends. Their forms suspend and fold again, then vanish through harmonic spin. Time is laced in nested loops, they drift through anti-gravity routes, with hieroglyphics on the roof that glow, and third eye locks the truth. No ink confirms what minds receive through chakra gates. The signals weave, the crown perceives what can't be seen, then root responds in infrared streams from base to brow. The vortex hums while sacred tones direct the lungs, with mantras spun from ancient tongues. The soul is primed, the light becomes forbidden scrolls from Saturn's ring, concealed beneath the Vatican wing. Each psalm encoded in a swing of Terzarima's rhythm spring. The aura sings in shifting hues as Kundalini climbs the fuse through solar nodes, and heart renews the thought align. The mind infused, the chance increase in fractal form. The stanzas looped and self-transform. Each rhyme performs a nested swarm that breaks illusions into dawn. Ballads rise in whispers cloak, they wrap the facts in metaphor smoke. They know the craft by Stella spoke, that bends through thought before it's woke. No eye recites the sacred verse, the text appears when breath subverts. The page alerts when hearts reverse from static noise to cosmic worth. Black triangles breach the veil with no propulsion, voice a trail. They hover still while planets pale and broadcast truth. The stars inhale, books once banned now read aloud through it. Scans of sacred sound, chakras light from root to crown, and bodies lift without the ground. A villanelle repeats the codes that open doors and hidden roads. The soul uploads forgotten oaths that merge with breath and overflows. Each line was banned and buried deep from minds that feared what dreams could breach. Now summoned back through fractal speech, the keys emerge from cosmic reach. No dogma here, just tone and law, where verse becomes what sages saw. Sestina's fold in mirrored ore, where limericks hide with logic draws. Sonnet shells entune the flame each bar, a temple with no name. The root ignites the astral frame, then spins the heart like solar flame. Forbidden forms with spectral flare, encrypt the chance through quantum air. These aren't just rhymes that coded prayers that lift the veil through silent stare. Throat's vibration hums the glyphs, no metal tech, no circuit chip, just sacred breath and tantric lift that shifts the field with subtle flips. Pineal lit with solar tides, the indigo expands the guide, then violet blends through every side as golden resonance arrives. Triangulum above the stone releases light through metronomes that hum in tones of monochrome, then bloom through conscious chromosomes. No eye remains inside this flame, the form unfolds then speaks your name. Each breath's the verse that can't be tamed, the spiral loops the truth reclaim. And when the chant begins again, the world resets through mantra bends, where rhyme transcends the reach of men and verse becomes the voice within. Encoded scrolls released where hemispheres in silence meet. Forms composed in balanced speech vibrate through air as astral seed. Thoughts ignite what hands can't reach, they scope the flesh through unseen beams. Mantras hum through quantum seams and mold the world from inner streams. Verse becomes the tune and fork that shifts the core of mortal form. Words align an esoteric swarm to birth new limbs in mental storms. Balanced hemispheres rotate as spirit breaks the flesh's state from voided space. The phrases shake the octave with a planet's weight. Syllables bend energy form and stretch it into vocal storms. The fractal chant becomes the forge where language glows in psychic swarms. Alterations of the veil occur in bursts of tonal hail. The spine exhales in sacred trails, then re-embeds an astral grail. From right to left, the chant is drawn electric codes in spiral form. The breath performs a nested dawn in perfect measured rhythm law. Haikus flicker through the brain and carve out caves of mystic flame. Sonnet shells with mantra veins construct the shape of cosmic rains. Trinkets trace the sacred grabs where light reacts through language mad. Limericks flash through mirrored paths while ballads shift electromagnetic mass. Each rhyme folds in quantum bends where vowels dance through silent winds. The verse begins then ends within the spiral core where spells descend. Spoken word becomes the bridge where hemispheres align and switch. Thought reshapes the reach supple stitch, then bends the edge with mantra pitch. Occult wisdom held in code engraved in lines that break the mold. Blank verse flows through spirit roads while Terzarima spins in tones. Conscious focus aims the lens and spins the grid that matter bends. No hands extend, the will ascends and shifts the form through mental trends. Each chant is cast through nested frames that echo through cerebrum flames. Villanelle loops whisper names that break the laws of earthly planes. Left brain maps the structure clear, the right response in tonal spheres together steer the outer gear of spirit tech to engineer. All we see was once a phrase, a silent hum in ether's haze. Now matter stays in vocal chains until intention rearranged. The breath can phase through sacred law and shift the glass of physics raw. Every flaw a mirrored claw that bends when fractal chants are drawn. Sestina's walk in mirrored tides and Tenka guides. The fires rise, syllabic waves from balanced sides. Allow the third eye to revise. No odd exists exists behind the storm. The chant emerges pure, unborn. The form performs a spiral swarm, then resets norm where truth is formed. Chants condensed and spiral forth into the grid behind all thoughts. Electric scripts with fire caught that turn to stone when rhythm stops, but rhythm lives in sacred chant where every tone expands the map from verse to fact to morphing mass. The word reacts and forms the path. A tone projected from the soul can fold the wall and build the road. The code exposed by chant alone reforms the brain through spoken low. The spiral turns again and grows. Each bar controls the waveforms flow. Each rhyme connects what self won't know and reconstructs the field below. Magic isn't trick or lie, it's focused thought and lullaby. A chant applied with silent cry that alters world through quantum sky. This is the spell behind the eyes. The form that folds through rhyme and rise. Where matter bends and soul aligns, and verse becomes the sacred spine. Through ancient modes, tone unfolds where rules were told. Mantras spun through metric code. Silence danced on solar roads. Odes were lit from fire's throat, then curled like smoke through mirrored prose. Ballads built from bardic bones, collapse and rise in rhythmic tones. Stanzas born in molten caves where monks compose with stars engraved. Blank first drift through eon graves and haikus fall like sharpened waves. Echoes spun through terza chains with Trajan frames and crystal rains. Spoken chants from solar veins become the scroll where time remains. Tones been deep in silent range, sonnets layered through astral planes. Jupiter's clash in sovereign phase, the cadence bound in sacred maze. From desert sands to starlit spires, Sestinas hum through angel choirs. A limerick burst where flames inspire and builds a wall of thunder fire. Each verse turns with cosmic thread, syllables where colors bled. Stress rotates where silence led. Three verse calls what thoughts have said. No face seen behind the breath, yet forms arise from silence kept. A free meters in a web, carry storms within their steps. Let us climb through tonal math from monk to monk in silent paths. Spiral forms with mirrored halves reflect what silence always has. Zoom recursion folds the chant backward, forward in advance. New form dance from written trance, sacred arts and spoken stance. Verse becomes a temple dome, every vowel a chiseled stone. Every pause a hidden tone that resonates through flesh and bone. World is waiting, verse condenses, rises sharp through mind's defenses. Breath compresses all dimensions into fractal flame ascensions. Forms emerge from silence pressed, unraveling thought through manifest. Ballads rise from dust arrest, pulse of rhythm in each step. Echoed limbs of rhythm's limbs stretch through realms the light can't dim. None escape the sacred hymn once drawn within the spiral hymn. Patterns breathe where silence slept, measured rhyme and starlit depth. Every tone and metric kept exact through realms where time is wept. Turns the shells with sonnet veins, later deep in spectral planes. Villanelle loops pulse the chain, a sonic flame that can't be named. No eye behind the breath that moves the sacred text through tempo groove. Flow diffused from monkish truths that dance within these mirrored loops. Patterns fold through vowel bursts, haikus blend in spoken verse. Lines reversed and echo first.